Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Jacob Fatu was absent from this week's WWE SmackDown. However, one man who didn't miss this week's show in Chicago was Damian Priest. Priest was in action against Aleister Black in a losing effort. Meanwhile, Fatu teamed up with AJ Styles in a dark match after SmackDown went off the air, as the duo faced the New Day. On social media, Priest shared a photo with the Samoan werewolf. He and Fatu were seen chilling together outside the squared circle. Check out Priest's photo on X. Priest is a former World Heavyweight Champion. Since moving to SmackDown, he has briefly been involved in the United States Championship picture when Fatu held the title. At Backlash 2025, Fatu successfully defended the U.S. title against Priest, Drew McIntyre, and LA Knight in a fatal four-way match. Jacob Fatu lost the WWE United States Championship at the Night of Champions 2025 Premium Live event. He was defeated by Solo Sikoa with the help of his newly formed Fatu faction. The group includes JC Mateo, Tonga Loa, and Tala Tonga. Fatu unsuccessfully challenged Sikoa for the title at SummerSlam in a steel cage match. The former tribal chief successfully retained the title, but not without controversy, as the MFT played a huge role in making sure that their leader retained the title over the Samoan werewolf. In recent weeks, Fatu has been teaming up with Jimmy Uso. However, with Jimmy moving to Raw, where he recently helped his brother Jey Uso against the Vision's Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, Fatu could find himself outnumbered against the MFT, with Priest and Fatu bonding outside the ring. The former World Heavyweight Champion could help the Samoan werewolf out on the blue brand. Jacob Fatu has been one of the most talked about names in professional wrestling ever since his arrival in WWE, and his absence from this week's episode of SmackDown only fueled more speculation about his status within the bloodline and the company's long-term plans for him. The powerhouse, who instantly captured the attention of the WWE Universe with his aura, style, and dominant in-ring presence, was missing in action on Friday night, leaving fans wondering whether his position in the ongoing Bloodline storyline was already shifting. Hours after the show went off the air, however, Fatu broke his silence and confirmed shocking news that could alter the entire landscape of WWE. He has formed a new alliance with a former World Heavyweight Champion. The development immediately sparked intense debate among fans, insiders, and fellow wrestlers as to what this means not only for the bloodline but also for the championship scene moving forward. Fatu's confirmation came via a backstage source and later echoed through his own cryptic social media post. The image showed him standing shoulder to shoulder with the former champion, signaling that the rumors were true, and this was not just a one-off meeting but rather the birth of a potentially game-changing partnership. For months, WWE has been teasing fractures within the bloodline, with Solo Sikoa taking the reins in Roman Reigns' absence, Tama Tonga carving his own violent path, and uncertainty looming about the loyalty of Jacob Fatu. Now with this declaration, it appears Fatu has made a major power move that may pit him against his own family in the future. The identity of the former World Heavyweight Champion has only intensified the conversation. This isn't just any star. This is someone who has held the top prize in WWE and carried the brand through some of its most defining eras. For Jacob Fatu to align with such an established main eventer gives him instant credibility, protection, and a clear path toward his own rise. WWE fans know that Fatu doesn't need much help in asserting dominance inside the ring, but attaching himself to a decorated veteran signals that he has larger ambitions than simply being another foot soldier in the bloodline's hierarchy. This could be the very step that accelerates his journey into championship contention. Missing SmackDown was originally thought to be a concerning sign, as many feared WWE might be cooling off on Fatu's momentum. Instead, the revelation shows the complete opposite. Creative may have been deliberately holding him back from the show to deliver this shocking update in a more dramatic fashion. Wrestling insiders have often noted that absence can build intrigue, and Fatu's decision to skip the live broadcast while teasing fans with his new direction afterward may have been a calculated move to create buzz. Judging by the reaction across social media platforms, the strategy has certainly paid off. This new alliance also creates endless possibilities for WWE storylines heading into the fall and potentially beyond. If Fatu and the former World Heavyweight Champion begin to appear together on television, they could form a dangerous faction, disrupt existing rivalries, and even take aim at titles immediately. The pairing is especially dangerous considering the stylistic clash that makes them complement each other perfectly. Fatu's raw power and high-flying unpredictability combined with the experience and cunning of a veteran champion. It is the type of duo that can dominate both physically and psychologically. For the Bloodline, this is yet another twist in their already turbulent saga. Roman Reigns' prolonged absence, Solo Sikoa's ruthless leadership, and the additions of Tama Tonga and Tama Loa have already turned the once unified group into a volatile entity. Jacob Fatu was expected to be the wild card that reinforced the faction's dominance, but his decision to align elsewhere suggests cracks in the family loyalty that may not be repairable. Wrestling historians will recall that betrayals within families have always been some of WWE's most compelling stories, and this could be the next chapter in that tradition. A future clash pitting Fatu and his new partner against Solo, Roman, or the Usos practically writes itself. Reactions from fans have been pouring in since the news broke. Many praised WWE for giving Fatu the spotlight so quickly, noting that he has the tools to become a main event player on par with Roman Reigns himself. Others speculated about whether this partnership was a short-term shock tactic or the beginning of a long-term storyline designed to make Fatu the next face of SmackDown. Analysts also pointed out that the former World Heavyweight Champion involved is someone who commands respect from the locker room, meaning this pairing could influence how other stars view Fatu behind the scenes. What makes this development even more intriguing is that Fatu has not yet competed in a singles pay-per-view match, and this alliance could very well be the bridge that carries him into that spotlight. By aligning with a name that WWE has trusted to carry the company before, Fatu instantly gains access to marquee matchups, main event opportunities, and a seat at the table of top-tier talent. If WWE capitalizes on this, we could see him rise to championship contention much faster than expected. The timing of this revelation is also critical, as WWE gears up for several major events that could use a shock factor to draw more attention. The company is no stranger to unveiling surprises ahead of premium live events, and Fatu's alliance could easily become the centerpiece of a blockbuster match or angle in the coming months. With Survivor Series looming and WrestleMania season slowly approaching, the creative potential for this duo is limitless. While the announcement has sparked excitement, it has also left many unanswered questions. Will Jacob Fatu still remain connected to the Bloodline in some way? Is this alliance an outright betrayal of his family, or will WWE weave a more layered narrative in which Fatu tries to balance loyalty with ambition? And perhaps most importantly, will this new partnership ultimately lead to Fatu stepping into the role that Roman Reigns once held as the face of the company? Those questions will only be answered as the weeks unfold, but one thing is clear: Jacob Fatu has changed the game. The confirmation of Jacob Fatu's alliance with a former World Heavyweight Champion after missing WWE SmackDown is more than just a storyline twist. It's a potential power shift that could reshape WWE's entire landscape. It challenges the stability of the Bloodline, creates fresh opportunities for rivalries, and positions Fatu as one of the most must-watch superstars in the industry today. For fans, it's a reminder that WWE thrives on unpredictability, and in the case of Jacob Fatu, the unpredictable may very well define his career. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.